One thing I find fascinating about this, Ron, is how the heck do we get to a point where it seems everybody wants Yamamoto? In the beginning, it was a few teams, and it was maybe he's going to get 180 million or 200 million. Now it's like everybody wants him, they have to have him, and he might get more than even Garrett Cole got.
Well, how much did you know about Yamamoto last year at this time? Zero, right? You knew he was a good pitcher if you followed Japanese baseball, but it's been the perfect storm for this pitcher. Darvish came over at 25, Hideo Nomo at 26, Tanaka came over at 25. He's coming over at an age where he is the best pitcher in that league. He has done some historic things in Japanese professional ball to the point where it's time for him to go someplace else. And I think one thing that I find interesting, if you get past just the general stuff, listen, when Tanaka came over here, it was signed by the Yankees. I thought I heard some of the same qualities, right? A guy that could throw hard, he had the split finger. Tanaka hurt his arm early in his Yankees career, but plowed through that and was still a great pitcher for the Yankees. But this kid is at the top of his game, and I think in a weird way, Kodai Senga has really added to where he's at. And what do I mean by that? Senga came over, and this, it's not nonsense, but culturally having to be at a new place, the size of the baseball, pitching in the major leagues where you're supposed to pitch every fifth day. That's not true anymore anyways. Most teams have a six-man rotation. They give each pitcher an extra day off, which only helps the Japanese pitcher. And Senga's success, if you're looking at Senga, and before this year happened, you'd say Senga's maybe half the pitcher as far as renown that Yamamoto is. So what do you expect for Yamamoto if he comes to this league? That's why teams want him.
Do you think, and the Mets obviously have a need atop their rotation, do you think the Mets can have a successful offseason, Ron, if they don't get Yamamoto?
That's a really tough question. I'm going to say that the Mets are in a very delicate situation. Last year, they had a ball club that was made to, if they don't go to the World Series, it's a disaster. And what has happened, I think, now is that they have this president of baseball operations who's so smart and has spent his life trying to win on the margins with Milwaukee, but now he's got a little more to work with. But the fan who follows the Mets knows that the $20 billion man owns the ball club, and I think it's almost like a no-win situation. What can you do more than fly to Japan, make a very competitive offer, give the personal touch? That's what you do with every free agent. But I think what happens with the reputation maybe that Steve has gotten is that every fan expects every major free agent is going to be a Met player at some point.